So yesterday I was surrounded by pizza, cupcakes, chocolate, pop, and juice, just to name a few. And so I had to try even harder to resist and not go over my calorie limit. And let me tell you, it was so worth it. The scale dropped again, you guys. It's only day 9 and I am already down 6 pounds. In this video, I'm going to be sharing why there was so much food around, how I resisted the temptation and didn't give in to eating any of it, and exactly what I'm doing to lose weight this fast. Also, I know I'm getting close to my usual point of failure, so that's on my mind a bit. I'm going to be talking a little more about that today as well. So here we go. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Marcella. Before I get into my story for today, if you could hit subscribe, that would be really awesome. I plan to lose up to 70 pounds. As I said, I'm already down 6, so up to 64 more to go, and subscribing is how you can see that happen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any updates. So the last video I posted was on day 7, and I was at 195.4 pounds. I had lost 4.8 pounds from my starting weight. For me, I kind of consider it as more weight lost every time I see a new number on the scale before the decimal point. So like 197, 196, or 195, and so on. I'm considering that as weight lost. But if my weight stays at a number for a few days and only the decimal amount changes, then I'm considering that as no weight lost or a plateau. For example, my days from 4 to day 6 was a 3-day plateau at 196.6, then 196.4, and then 196.6 again. Those decimal amounts or percentages of pounds could so easily vary just by something as simple as drinking a few extra glasses of water or whatever. And my body, at least, can so easily go up and down by those small amounts that they are really not worth considering. Now, on day 7, I broke that 3-day plateau when I hit 195.4. And the next day, my weight stayed basically at the same again at 195.2. So I thought, well, maybe here's another one already, another plateau. By now, the amount of food that I'm eating is pretty manageable for me. It is definitely different than before I started this journey in that I do feel hungry between meals. Not a surprise though, because before I was way overeating and just ate whenever I felt like it, and it's no wonder I never felt hungry. So this way of eating, of portion control, planned food, planned meals, and with a calorie limit is completely different than before. So I do feel it, but it is manageable and my body still just has to get used to it. I am used to the meal schedule that I have for most days and it's going all right. Every day now for the past 8 days, I have stuck to the 1200 calorie goal range. I have not cheated and I have not given in to any cravings. So to be surrounded by, yes, all that tasty food yesterday, like I said, pizza, cupcakes, and chocolate, and lots of it, I gotta tell you, was a little tough. So my daughter and I were invited to a social distance family birthday party in the park. With safety first in mind and everyone being extremely cautious, we had a little get together to celebrate. Chairs were distance apart except for people that live in the same house. Everything was cleaned and sanitized, and the food was only touched by a server that was wearing a mask and gloves. And the guests did not go near the food at the serving table. It's the way things have changed and all the things you have to think of these days. It also happened to be rainy, windy, and kind of cold, but we stuck it out and did it anyway. So there I am. I'm supposed to be eating only 1,200 calories, not wanting to break my diet yet, and surrounded by all this tasty food and goodies. Not only that, I was one of the ones wearing a mask and gloves and carefully serving it to all the other people. It was a little hard to resist, to say the least, and it was good pizza too, so many kinds, and from Pizza Hut. But as I talked about in detail in my day 4 video, to which I'll post a link in the description, I'm still too new in this way of eating to have a cheat day. I'm too worried that if I go off the plan, that I won't get back on again. I really want to stay the course this time. I want to see some big changes. I want this time around to be different than the times before. So I did it. I resisted, and I did not have a single food item there that I couldn't afford, so to speak. My sister was hosting the party, and she knows I'm calorie counting back from the Bannock day, also in my day 4 video. So she offered to bring me a Wendy's salad. So that was perfect. I chose the kind I wanted. I had the taco salad. That's the one that comes with the chili, the salsa, the sour cream, and the chips. And it all came to a total of 620 calories, all included. And that was my dinner at the party. Besides that, I brought along for myself a tea in my to-go mug. As I mentioned, it was kind of cold out, so it was nice to have something warm. And then to help me avoid drinking any pop or juice at the party, I also brought myself a Zevia soda. And I actually felt good doing this. I mean, I felt pretty satisfied food-wise. But along with making a choice like this is also some feelings of guilt or not wanting to be awkward. Like I felt a little bad having to have her bring me special food, and also that I wasn't eating the food of the party. And it can just make you feel a little strange or slightly out of place that you're not joining in with the group. And you don't want to seem like you're being difficult. But I think feeling like this is mostly just in my own head. Nobody really cared except for me. My sister was happy to get me a salad. She was actually considering having one herself, but then didn't. And this was just family after all, so no one really cared or asked why I was eating something different. Leave me a note in the comment section to let me know if you've felt like this before when you've been on a diet. Did a family gathering ruin your diet, or did you feel that strangeness of not eating the same food as everyone else? I'd love to hear from you. So how was I able to resist and not give in to eating any of that food at the party? Well, I think there were really 3 main reasons why. So for one thing, reason number 1, having a set plan in place beforehand, before I went to the party, of knowing exactly what I was going to eat there was, I think, a key factor and hugely important. Going there with that unknown probably would have been a recipe for disaster. I needed to know ahead of time and come prepared, and in doing this, it left nothing to question. And just knowing what the plan was and how I would stay on track, being able to sort of think through it ahead of time, and then just following that plan while I was there just made it all so much easier. And the second reason is I just feel like I have a bit more determination right now than I've had at times before in the past. And I'm going to hang on to that for as long as I can. At the beginning, the momentum keeps you going. Often the hardest part is just starting, and once it's underway, it gets easier, at least for a while. After getting past the first hurdle of just starting, the momentum is usually really strong. I don't know about you guys, but that's why so many times in the past I have started a diet plan and it's going really well. I'm motivated and I'm feeling good, and I often feel pretty excited and hyped up about it. You could probably find me talking about it to my close friends or family, sharing with them about what I'm doing. And this might last, usually I'd say maybe around 2 weeks, sometimes maybe less or even more, up to 3 or 4 weeks. But I'd say very rarely past that point, and then that's it. It ends. Maybe it's like it just gets a little more boring, that initial momentum and excitement wears off, or I just get tired of the routine of measuring out and tracking foods, or tired of limiting or restricting foods that are being cut out altogether, and then I fall. I cave in, I go off the plan, and once I do, I usually have the very wrong mindset, that wrong pattern of thinking that I say to myself, it's over now, it didn't work, it's pointless, and I'm off the diet. And it's strange because this can be on a plan that's actually having great results and is working really well. I should be thinking 1 day off, taking a little break isn't so bad, and really actually nothing wrong with it. It's part of life after all, and just get back to it. But that's not usually how it works, not for me. And as I was saying at the beginning of the video, I know I'm getting close to my usual point of failure when starting a new diet plan, so that's been on my mind a little bit, and I'm a bit worried about that. But I'm really hoping that this time around is going to be different. I'm spending time thinking about this and about how I will get through all of those potential downfalls this time. hoping to find the solutions. But for today, day 9, I'm still running on that starting momentum, and it did help me resist all the food today. But that said, the third reason that I think helped me get through this day is actually the fact that I have started this channel. Starting to post my weight loss journey here is really a huge motivation for me. And I do hope it also motivates others along the way. Since I've taken this leap and started putting my personal weight loss story out there for anyone to see, it really makes me feel like I want to be successful. I want to be able to post those future videos of 10 pounds lost, 20 pounds lost, and eventually videos where I reach all of my fitness goals. And since I'm sharing it, I want to try even harder to make this happen. I know that there will probably be ups and downs along the way, and I know that I might not always stay on track, but I want to work at always getting back on track and continuing so that hopefully one day I will reach those goals. And I think posting all of this here is going to help me do that. Leave me a comment to let me know if you have any tips or tricks as to what you do to help you resist food at a party or get together while you're on a diet. I'd love to hear from you. And you guys, am I ever glad that I resisted all that food and I didn't cave in? It's day number 9 and I am down a total of 6 pounds and my weight today is 194.2. The scale went down again. As I said, the last 2 days, the scale stayed at 195 and I wasn't sure if it was another plateau. I wasn't sure how long I would stay there, but today I saw the next number on the scale and I'm super excited about that. To lose this weight, I have been doing only one thing so far, and that is to make sure my calories every day stay in the 1200 range. Anywhere between 1200 and 1299, and I am set. I'm not worrying about what foods I'm eating as long as it fits into that goal. But that said, a lot of my calories do come from healthy foods. Veggies are the least amount of calories, so they're always easy to fit in. Lean protein, fruits, legumes, and mostly unprocessed foods are all a big part of my diet. As far as exercise, I have not done any yet. I definitely plan on incorporating exercise into my plans sometime in the coming weeks. I wouldn't even be able to reach all of my fitness goals without it. But for now, so far, I'm down the 6 pounds with only controlling my amount of food. Here is a look at all of my food for yesterday, day 8. The total for the day actually came in at the lower end of my range at 1236 calories. I purposefully left room for about 300 calories for an evening snack for at home after the party. I didn't use it all up, and those snacks totaled 266. Here's a look at my salad at the party. Look at it surrounded by all of that food, piles of pizza, box of cupcakes, and believe me, there was a lot more. My salad is looking a little small there, but it's actually a lot of food and it takes a long time to eat. This is a picture of the setup of the party, not done by me. This was all done when I got there, and I even hung up these funny but appropriately themed COVID balloons. Here's a silly picture of me just acting a little goofy. I think I'm supposed to be giving my sister an air hug here, but I don't know what it looks like I'm doing. I think it's good, maybe helpful, although difficult to share some pictures of myself in this vlog. I mean, it's supposed to show what I look like and the progress after all. I don't mind my body in this pic actually. The camping style clothes and Mac jacket help, and I think the angle of the pic. Can't say that I really like the look of my face here, and I really can't wait to see it slim down. My hair needs coloring too, but whose doesn't these days? Here's another look at the setup. There was more chairs, but all pretty spread out, and we did have a propane fire going as well. And lastly, here's a pic of my sister's little fluff ball Jax. He's super huggable. And here's a look at my food for today, day 9. This is the day after the party. This day came in at 1246.8 calories. I had bought these pizza pretzels and I really wanted to find a way to get one of them into my diet, and so I did. I had it with a big bowl of lentil soup. That was a really filling meal, and I even got to have 9 chocolate-covered almonds at the end of the day. If you've watched my previous videos, you know about my big weight loss charts. They are poster size and help keep me motivated. So here's a little video clip of me filling those out for today. So it is day 9 and this is my weight loss chart, and today I get to cross off 195. This is looking really good. So this is a zoomed in look of my other weight loss chart, and I get to give myself a check mark for day 8 for sticking to my calorie goal. And I did not exercise. And also for day 9. And also again, no exercise. So my first week has 9 days in it because I started on a Saturday, and then the following weeks will all start on a Monday. And this first week is now complete, and I met my calorie goal for every day this week. And tomorrow morning, when I do my weigh-in, I can fill in my ending weight for this week, which will also be my starting weight for the following week. I want to write down tomorrow's weight because it is the weight after having completed today's goal. Thanks so much for watching, guys. You can give me some motivation by hitting the thumbs up on this video and hit subscribe to be sure you don't miss the coming days. Only 4 more pounds and I'll be at 10 pounds lost. I can't wait. Check out the video right below me. This is my starting video, and in it I share all of my fitness goals, and on the other side is a playlist of all of the videos in my weight loss journey so far. See you guys next time.